for you. It's priced today at, I think it's 19, what is it? Is it $16.99? Is that $18.95? And it's a huge customer pick. Peter Kilcullen is going to bring it to us and show us how this thing works. Because truly, when you talk about a solution that is a smart, simple solution, you are looking at it. The color choices, by the way, you get two.
Right,
They're
set of
pretty.
two.
It almost looks like a little apple, like a red apple, like a candy apple. So you have it in the red, you have it in the green, the blue, and then we also have it, I believe, in that amber gold color that we have available as well. But the fun part, show us how it works.
I mean, it does exactly what you said. It really is simple, and it looks great. So, I mean, that's two fantastic things to get rid of something that is ultimately so annoying. And they are difficult to get rid of. Here's what happens with fruit flies. I mean, you find them, and you're like, wow, there's just one or two fruit flies. If you let that go, the next day, there's hundreds and hundreds of fruit flies. Okay, now we're going to talk real quick, Alice, sorry, just about the gross part about what happens with these fruit flies. What they're doing, they're attracted to that fermenting fruit. They're attracted to the fruit, and then they get to the fruit, and they're laying eggs under the skin of your fruit. So this is when it gets really gross. This is why we want to get rid of them. And that can, you start ingesting that fruit, it can cause stomach problems, things like that. So it's important before they get crazy to get rid of them.
I'm eating the...
I'm not saying anything. I'm just, you know what, we're past the gross part. We know we've got to get rid of them, and this is the way to do it. It is so simple. It's so ingenious. I think the best thing about it is that it looks great. So when this is sitting on your counter, you know what? Not everyone who walks past this saying, ooh, they've got a fruit fly problem. They don't.
It looks like an air freshener.
Yeah, it does. It looks nice. It can sit on your counter. And here's the best part. I'm just going to set it down here, guys. I want you to see this. So now you have to get an attractant. We're going to bring the fruit flies in, and we're going to trap them in the FlyFix. Well, here's the best part. What are we going to use as that attractant? We're going to use a piece of fruit. It's that simple. Look at that. I'm going to put the fruit in there, and then I'm going to put the cover back on, and I'm going to show you how I lock that on. Where's the little hole right there? So I can even show you when you put it on. So you're unlocked. Okay, Pete, make it simple. So unlocked right there. You can see the unlock, and then we can go to lock. So now that's locked. And now you can see there's all those little individual slits right there, and then the hole down the bottom. What that's going to do, it's going to let that strong scent of the fermenting fruit out. And it's amazing, these fruit flies. I know you've said this as well as I. How did they get in the house? Well, they can do it. They can find ways in. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to attract them to that slice of banana. This could even be a liquid bait as well. You could put some red wine vinegar or even red wine by itself. Then it starts to just let that fermenting scent get out, attract those fruit flies. As they go in, see how it comes to a point down there at the bottom on the inside? They go in, they can't get out. You take it over to the sink, you put it on the rinse section of this trap, and then you rinse them out, and that's it. They're down the drain, and you are set. But they are trapping flies. And then guess what you're going to do? Just another slice of banana. You do it over and over again, so you're always maintaining that trap. So here's how it's better than all those other traps and those other little contraptions. Here, grab that one for me, Alice. This is a good one. You have little, little art projects and homemade versions you can do. Imagine this on your countertop, and then you throw it away, and you have to make it again. Here, you're going to leave it out. It's going to look great. You're going to use it again and again. And I love presenting this because it's such a simple idea, that Riley and her husband came up with, but it's effective. It works. And to me, that is the best part, that you are going to eliminate those fruit flies without constantly spending money again and again and again to buy more and more traps or to buy more and more toxic lures and baits. It is really simple, but really effective.
Really simple, really effective. We haven't even had this back on since August, almost a year, really. But the best part about it, read the reviews on it. People love this crazy thing. I remember the first time that I saw it on air, because I was sitting at my desk or something, I looked up and I went, what is that thing? And I thought, fruit flies are just the most annoying things. If you could just do something for no-see-ums, then I'm done, okay?
We're working on that,
can you speak to Riley about the
right.
no-see-ums? But fruit flies, I was telling you, there's no way to swat them. For some reason, they look big, and you're like, I'm gonna get it, and you never, ever get it. And if you get one, there's 20 more. This is gonna solve the problem. It solves the problem completely, and it's effortless. You do it, you put it out, you're finished. That's the beauty of it. We give you two. It's $18.95, 2 flex payments even today. They are pretty on your counter. Nobody will ever know that you have a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you can see here that we're looking at those. You get 2, but then right here we're showing you the bracket that you get with a magnet. So what that's allowing you to do is put this in some other areas that typically do, there's the bracket. How about in that trash can? With the magnet, you're able to put that just inside the trash can. And there you can see it there, or the side of the sink. It is fantastic. So now it's exactly where you want it. It sits on that bracket. And remember, you're never having to buy anything else. The baits are super convenient because you're using fruit. You're using a liquid bait like that red wine vinegar. And you are going to constantly have something helping you deal with those fruit flies. And it really is something that if you let it go, even 24 hours, you know, you can certainly look up more of the gross facts about fruit flies on the internet, but it really is something that you don't want to get involved into where it becomes a major issue, and it can happen very quickly. I think every day, like, these fruit flies are laying 200 eggs again and again. Imagine it can really get out of hand, but it can cause, you know, some real issues with that fruit that's very expensive that we're buying. You don't want to have fruit flies, and this is such a simple way to get rid of them. So you're getting this set of 2. I'll take that out so you can see that bracket. So we give you a very strong magnet. I mean, it really is a very strong magnet. Put that on the outside, put this on the inside of your metal trash can, and it's going to hold it perfectly. And then you just set it in there. And when you set it in there, it's doing its job, and you don't have to worry about it. And you don't have to constantly buy those traps again and again, which I think is amazing. So imagine if you had to say, I needed a month's worth of traps, and you had to buy all these traps, and you're spending that money again and again and again. It is going to equal far more than just the cost of these, not just 1, but 2 of these traps that you can use over and over again without having to buy expensive baits. And it's certainly an all-natural way to get those fruit flies into the FlyFix.
And then all you do, clean it, reuse it, and you can use it and use it. It never runs out. It lasts virtually as long as plastic lasts, I guess, because it's that well designed. And see, that's all you do to get rid of them. You just run the water in there and then just reload it, and you're good to go again. Let me tell you what, guys, this is going to work for you. And for those of us who have, well, I don't know anybody who hasn't had a fruit fly problem. I mean, if you buy a piece of fruit, then you have a fruit fly problem. You don't even know that you're already bringing it in when you have bought the piece of fruit.
That's very true.
Of times that they're actually already in the piece of fruit.
Yeah, and everything that I've learned about fruit flies is how amazing they are at getting. I mean, they will do anything to get to that scent, that aroma, that fermenting fruit. And that's why this is so effective. And I'll take that lid off again, and I want you to see that. So you can see, this is where we're letting out that scent right there, all those little slits in there. And then there's the hole that they come through. And you can see how that comes to a point. So once they're in there, they can't get back out. And then I'll show you how we do this. So it's labeled there for you. So it's unlocked. And then if I turn it again, that's going to be the rinse mode. So that's when we have the fruit flies in there. Because if you open it, they're all just going to get out again. So you're able to use that to rinse them out. And then when we're just using it on an everyday basis with the bait in there, then we put it in a lock position. That's all you have to do to maintain this one slice of banana. So here it is. So you have the problem. You have the fruit bowl out there. Put your bait in there. Again, a slice of banana works perfectly. You put that lid on, and now that scent starts coming out through the FlyFix, and then it attracts them. And the good thing is maybe you move it slightly away from where your fruit is, so they're all attracted to this fermenting fruit. They go into the trap. You have them in there. Click it over to the rinse part, run it under the water in the sink, wash them all away, and then you can rebait it, and you're back to catching fruit flies again.
Which color is selling the fastest right now? We have the candy apple red. We have the green. Everybody's loving the red today.
Yeah, I think the apple part of it is really cool.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like
they do
like
a lot of work on
apple.
apples.
Oh my gosh.
Under the skin of these apples, it gets gross. So I want you to hold those 2 up. So you're looking at those 2 as an option to maybe put on either end of the kitchen or around the trash can, or sometimes in the sink near that disposal. But here's the option. We can have this, or here's like what another trap looks like. These are not the things that you want to set on your countertop and just have them out there. They're not only that they don't look good. This one is something messy that you have to make yourself. This is something you're going to buy again and again and again and spend that money, or those 2 FlyFix that you can use over and over again with a simple, effective bait.
You know, you're going to want these if you want a couple of sets of them. Today, very affordably priced, $18.95. You get them with not only a set of 2. I love that you give us that magnet. And the magnet, all you do with the magnet is put it put the magnet next to metal, or you give it to us where the magnet is also on the other side as well,
so
right?
You can use it with the magnet right against it, because if I'm going against metal, it's going to be just like that, and then I can just drop it in there. Now, if you could use it even on, let me show you this, like something that was plastic, for instance, this trash can, you can see I have the magnet on the outside, and then I have the bracket and the fruit fly trap on the inside. So it's super easy to use, very strong magnet. And these are places that we know the fruit flies are. We know they're there. They're certainly gonna be around that garbage disposal. Sometimes you don't know why stuff hasn't gone down properly. And once they're attracted to that area, it is really difficult to get rid of them.
Yes.
This is going to be something that looks great, that is really effective. I mean, it solves a problem, and I love when we bring a product that you can get home, use over and over again, not spend any more money, but it's solving that problem very quickly.
I love that it's one and done. I don't have to think about it, do anything, just rinse it out every once in a while.
Right,
and you know,
it.
it'd even be great when the picnic season starts and you put it out on the picnic table, let them come to that rather than the rest of your picnic food.
Exactly,
you know?
definitely.
Absolutely a great solution. So pick your color. Great, thanks Riley.
I will definitely, thank you.
She's
Thanks
awesome.
everyone.